When I compare old surgery scars to newer ones that I use scar tape on, it's like night and day with the appearance and the texture. If you've never used it before, let me show you how we use this one. I was incredibly apprehensive the first time that I used scar tape, and the reason for that was because my skin was really tender. However, there is something incredibly soothing about this because it is made out of a very soft silicone material. It's really comfortable and very breathable when you have this on your skin. It does not feel like the same consistency of a Band-Aid where everything just kind of feels tight. Everything is able to move really freely when you do apply this. You actually get a lot inside of this roll. The total measurement of this is 1.6 inches by 120 inches, and we can actually cut this very simply. I'm going to show you. Now, for me personally, I have a pair of kitchen scissors. They're always the scissors that are the most clean inside of my house, so I make sure that I wash them before I go to cut this, and then you can cut it exactly how you need to, depending on how big or how small the area is. You can cut it in any direction that you need to as well. And because of the way that the backing is designed, it almost acts like a grid, so you can make really even cuts with this. I did want to show you just how thin this is because it feels very much skin-like. You don't even notice that you have this on. And after you apply this, everything is going to stay put. It's even okay for us to be able to take a shower or a bath when we have this on. You'll notice here that you cannot even tell that this is on my skin. And of course, depending on what skin tone you might have, this is going to be very flesh-like. Now, when it comes time to replacing this, there's something very interesting about the adhesive on here because although it will stay on until you're ready to take it off, it somehow does not grab even those little teeny tiny hairs that we might have. And that's why I think this is just incredibly gentle, especially if you are putting it on a scar. I have really sensitive skin, so I appreciate the fact that this does not cause me any kind of skin irritation, even when I'm wearing it for a long period of time. You could see here that it is quite elastic, and because of that, it really does move when you move. These are also reusable, so let's say that you took this off and then you wanted to be able to shower without it on. If you want to, you can go ahead and reapply it instead of taking a new piece. I like this a lot, plus I think that it's a great value for how much of this that you actually get. I'm glad the company sent me this one to try, and hopefully this helps.